the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Ravi Garu. That was a splendid review, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I must tell everyone here that Ravi Garu has been given a very short notice. It so happened that just think of him. I was about to say his name, and here he comes. Sri Ram Chandra Garu was not feeling well, so I requested him not to give the review because of his sore throat and all. And Ravi Garu very gently accepted it within the short time. Thank you so much once again for that, Ravi Garu. And we thoroughly enjoyed your review. I mean, the forum is open for questions. And good evening, Dr. Garu. Ela unnar miru? I'm glad you came. ఒకసారి మ్యూట్ తీసేయాలి మీ అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకొని చెప్పు.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. Good evening. Just now, Ravi Garu finished the review. We had a wonderful. Yeah. It's open for interaction. We hope that you're feeling good now. Yeah. Glad you could make it at least. Yes, please. The forum is open for questions or interaction. Yes, go ahead.
I'm really, I mean, this is one reason I feel like I should regularly come to the attend the meetings, because this has inspired me to go read some plays. I have been meaning to read a good play, but I'm lazy. Books are easy, plays are hard. They involve a lot of mental effort. But sir, Ravi Garu, you did a really great job, and all the readings, all the lines you have read, they are quite beautiful. It can only be, at only a person who has read so many great classics could have picked a few lines that mean so well and have read them out for us like that. So I'm really happy that I got to listen to this. And Spanish plays, I have never even considered plays in another language, but translations, Russian plays, I have an idea of Russian playwrights, and Shakespeare is very well known, but this is new. So very interesting. Thank you so much.
Request others to unmute yourself to give your thoughts. I think they're all spellbound. It was really.
Sir, I have a question. I want to ask something. Since you have read so many plays, what do you think a character's true sense comes out while reading a play? Does that justify the author's way of visualizing a character in plays more or in a book?
I think when the greatest of writers, I think, must have met some of these characters in their life, or at least have seen them. And of course, their imagination, because it's so truly wonderful, can produce lifelike characters. For example, when you read some of Shakespeare's plays, like, say, for example, Hamlet, some books have, it is so real, the character is so real, it appears so real, that psychologists have written books about the psychology of Hamlet.
Yes.
So they try to analyze what he is. One of them, who was influenced by Freud, said Hamlet must have been affected by this, forget, my age is affecting my memory, Oedipus complex. So there are others who try to write articles contradicting this. So the Hamlet looks so real that people think he is real. That's how it is. And some of the you should read. I genuinely feel that some of these dramas must be read, but you should also take the assistance of commentaries on them, because when it comes to Shakespeare, the way he uses words, the Old English also gets mixed up. And just like in Telugu, we have nanardhalu, many meanings for a single word.
Semantics?
Nanardhalu, you have a word and it has several meanings. Not only
I think the same thing is called semantics, kadandi? Semantics, they say. A bank could mean a financial bank and a river bank, like that.
Yes, yes. Alaga. Shakespeare uses that often. Like say he has been hit by a heart, so something like that. So heart is a he has hit a heart. So heart is a deer. Heart is a heart also. So something like that. So there are so many examples, and soliloquies are, some of them are beyond description. They are just unimaginable. They're just beautiful. So I really request one of the things. Yes, why did I read many of these plays? I read several restoration plays. Some of them are really thrilling, and some of the plays by Shakespeare's contemporaries, who are called the university wits. They are all very well read. University wits were dramatists who knew a lot of Greek and Latin. Shakespeare did not know Greek or Latin, but they are all remembered because of Shakespeare as his contemporaries. So that is his genius. Now, I read them because I wanted to write dramas and plays. I was trying to do that. In fact, I did write one play when I was very young, when I was 17 years old, and sent it for a competition, an international competition. Obviously, I can get nothing out of it, but got a beautiful letter from an English professor who said, "Keep it up, young man. We'll see you somehow in the future." So it didn't happen, but then that's the reason why I read many of these plays.
So because I myself really enjoy, more than books, I enjoy reading plays. And as I had mentioned to Radhika, I like to read about real people, like real characters, something, whom I can really visualize, or something I can describe or relate to in some manner, some way. So I'm really influenced with your review. Thank you so much. It was really nice.
Yeah. I really like the way you said it. Somebody's inspiring words about whatever we read, they come with us a long way. I think when you're saying that when somebody has written like that to you, it is some kind of a reward that stayed with you for a very long time. So much so that it has come to us now, and we will need to explore how it will go. So it has been truly wonderful.
With actual, when we write plays or when we read plays, that also, at least that's happened with me, it really develops a kind of an absorption to take the critics well.
You'll be surprised to know, of course, now she's, I request Jayashree Garu to also come onto the camera if she can. I remember that she has been doing plays when she was young. So they were on to the drama, and they were winning competitions and all those things. And I still do have those pictures. I haven't got much, myself, not got much into the real part of the play, but at least reading some, definitely that's something that I understand gives a lot of, we're talking about the dramas and the plays, right? So I was just mentioning about yours. You were also a part of the action part. So Sheetal's point is about the criticism that, people get to take more.
No, we kind of develop an immunity to the critics,
Yeah.
And not just the immunity, but, the capacity of our intake increases when you actually go and play about, when you read plays, or when you, when you have an acquaintance with the kind of characters. So it definitely develops that ability in you.
I think I totally agree with that, because you tend to internalize the characters more. You read their dialogues and you try to emulate how they are speaking, and you do that with each of the characters. So when you encounter certain kind of challenges in your life, you try to visualize some or the other character that had a similar challenge, and that I think happens more with plays than with books, I guess, because
I really read a lot of plays, and as I'd mentioned to Radhika last time, I'm really into autobiographies and biographies, and reading, exploring characters. I really do that.
Yeah. Biographies and autobiographies give that sense of true
And so are
reality.
plays.
Yeah, that's true.
That's lovely.
I have to read some plays then.
Just a small question to anyone of out here. Were you all, any of you into some drama or theater groups at any point of time? Yeah, okay.
I am. I was a part of the Delhi School of Theatre and Dramatics for 10 years after my school.
That's great.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
Yes,
nice.
Krishna, were you a part of any of the groups?
Not exactly theater, but I have acted in a couple of short films made by my friends. That's it.
Oh, well,
If that can be counted.
of course. Coming to theater and all, I have been a part of this group, and we did one play which did come into the paper, and it's a prominent group in Hyderabad, Andho Ka Hathi. Andho Ka Hathi is a symbolism. It is more about the bureaucracy and how things go and how people behave, how the biggies come in, all those things. Like, that was basically a Marathi kind of a thing. But my dialogues, I requested them if I could be put in some languages. Hindi was also fine, but I have to be correct with my pronunciation. The time was not enough. That was a challenge to me. I somehow went through it, and I won't say it was the good one as an output, but then I learned a lot, like you all are saying. I did learn the part of the process wherein, you have so much of practice that you need to do to be able to give a particular dialogue with an intonation and all those things that are involved in drama. I think that way I learned something. And I understood there is a lot to learn there. That's all I can say. So yes, with these two reviews having completed, we have come to a place where now we have to decide. We do still have time. Are you all up for a quiz? This is just a fun quiz. So some of you can just say, no, we don't know. We would rather like to have the answer, or it's totally fine. See, we are all learning here. So,
I'm all into it.
Okay. Would you like to say anything, Kathleen, about the reviews? She has joined here for the first time.
Oh no, I mean, I thought that both reviews were so amazingly said, but it's just a field that I'm not really familiar with, so I'm just like taking all the information in. And there's one thing that you mentioned, Adita. There was like a book that you said, correct me if I'm wrong, the highly sensitive person.
Yeah,
And
this is the one
I think,
is this the one?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. And
Yeah.
I think after this, I'm gonna go check it out because it sounds like a very interesting book.
Okay. So you find this interesting, right? Were you able to read this, or could you read this book, or?
I haven't read it yet, but
Okay, okay.
I want to look into it. Yeah,
Okay.
I want to look.
Lovely, lovely. I'll definitely try and give a short brief what it is, if we can get to have a conversation, or go with the review next time, whenever it is.
All right, sure.
Let's hope to exchange a dialogue on that. All right, then I think we'll go a little bit on the fun side today, and let me start the quiz. Just give me a second. I would like to share. Yes, where is this? Can you see my screen? Okay, great. Now I'm trying to figure out where to put this. Okay. Yes. All right. On to the quiz. Okay. Let me see if I can adjust this. Okay. Can you see the question? Yeah. Anybody can answer this?
Yeah.
Any guesses?
I can't seem to recall either. Inheritance of Class is very, it rings a bell, but I'm not sure.
I have her on my tongue. I forget.
Okay.
Ruth Jabwala.
Kadsir. Should I give you the answer?
Very famous name, I guess.
Okay, we'll wait for the guess.
Kiran Desai. I've read this book.
Okay. That is.
Yes, I.
Yeah.
So you identify her? That's
Yes.
Kiran Desai.
Yes.
That's nice. All right, we'll go with the next question.
అంటే అడిగా
Full name చెప్పాలి సార్.
some
Arvind Adiga.
Arvind Adiga.
Yeah.
White Tiger.
Yeah. I see, this is
White
very
Tiger,
prominent.
yeah.
If I say White Tiger, I'll
Tiger,
even
yeah.
have to wait so long for the answer. So that's why I didn't want to pick that. In fact, I deleted that part. Okay, the next.
I remember his interview after he won the Booker Prize. He said that he was very much underwhelmed with it.
Okay.
Because it is important for his publisher. That's why he has joined the event or something, he said publicly.
Thank you. Here, the next question goes.
Amish Tripathi?
No.
No.
Rajgopal Chari. I'm
Mm.
not sure.
Book series, 18 book series. Yeah, I know this one.
Series, it's a very.
Devdutt Patnaik.
Sorry? No.
No, it starts with
Devdutt
B.
Patnaik.
No, కాదు.
B తో స్టార్ట్ అవుతుందండి పేరు.
ఏంటి ఏ లెటర్?
B.
చెప్పండి.
ఓల్డ్ అయిపోయిందండి. సడన్గా అడిగేస్తే ఇదే ఉన్నాడు. వివేక్.
I love this tension going on. It's kind of cute.
వివేక్
రెండోది ఏం చెప్పారు? నెక్స్ట్ వర్డ్ ఏం చెప్పారు? వివేక్ చెప్పారు. తర్వాత ఏం వర్డ్ చెప్పారు?
అదే ఎగిరిపోయింది.
ఇప్పుడే చెప్పారు కదా.
అది కరెక్ట్. వివేక్.
Second word was very close. That's why I wanted to hear it. Okay. Should we go with the answer?
Yeah, please.
Okay. All.
Excellent.
Can you identify?
Ashok Bankara. Ashok Bankara.
Next one.
Chanakya's chant.
Ashwin Sangi.
Ashwin Sangi.
You know him, right?
This is focused on Indian authors.
Incidentally. Okay, next.
Chitra Banerjee.
Chitra. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Yes. She's also my Facebook friend. I don't get to speak with her much, but.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's on Facebook. Next, let's go to the last one in this category.
Something Shenoy. Someone.
What Shenoy?
That I don't know. Preeti Shenoy. Yes.
Correct.
Preeti
So
Shenoy, yeah.
two as a team worked. Preeti Shenoy. All right. Next category.
Robin Sharma.
చెప్పండి ఇంకా.
అదా
చెప్పండి.
రాబిన్ శర్మ అండి.
Dora? Sure-na?
Sure.
100%. All right. ఆయన చూస్తూనే చెప్పేస్తున్నారు అందుకని not fair. Okay, next. This is also easy actually. Most of
Khaled Hosseini, yeah, one of my favorite authors.
These you will simply say Khaled Hosseini. This seems to be also
Ayn Rand.
What made you think of Ayn Rand?
Anthem.
Yeah, I didn't want to put that. See, I thought that could give the clue.
But you missed two of her notable works, like the
I
Atlas.
wanted to. That's what.
Hemingway.
Sir?
Hemingway.
Hemingway,
Hemingway.
yeah.
Hemingway. There.
Yeah.
Okay. That goes the round 2. Now let's go with another one. First one, Emma.
Jane Austen.
Jane Austen, yes. Correct answer. David Copperfield, author.
Charles Dickens.
Dickens.
Wow. Next one, please. Wuthering Heights.
Bronte.
Emily Bronte.
Emily Bronte.
4th, Alice Adventures.
C.S. Lewis.
Lewis
Lewis
Carroll.
Carroll.
Lewis Carroll. Oh,
Lewis
Carroll.
Prisoner Diary. Prison Diary. Sorry.
Jeffrey Archer.
That's it. Indian authors lo chudandi. Prison Diary.
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Gandhi Nehru రాసుంటాడు.
Ledu, contemporary person. He is kind of a politician, but like not exactly politician. He's more into.
జయప్రకాష్ నారాయణ.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, cool.
Next, by God's grace. By God's decree. Sorry, grace. By God's.
లేదండి.
Okay. Any guesses?
No.
Player.
Cricketer.
Oh.
One cricketer. Veteran cricketer, you can say. Kapil Dev.
Kapil Dev's autobiography.
Yeah, there she goes. Okay, the next one, a secular agenda.
ఎజెండా విపి సింగ్.
కాదు కానీ తను కూడా కొంచెం ఆ పొజిషన్ లో ఉన్నారు. సంబడి హూస్ బీన్ దేర్ ఇన్ టు హైయర్ పొజిషన్స్ లైక్ దట్.
Shashi Tharoor.
No. You can keep guessing. No negative marks for guessing. All of you.
Agenda. Indian author.
Yes, yes, very much.
ఇండియన్ ఉంది.
Arun Shoria.
Oh, yes. Yes, Ravi Gara. Arun Shori andi. Correct. Dharma Shastra.
Is it Bharati?
ధర్మశాస్త్ర అంటే
Divya Bharati.
ధర్మశాస్త్రాలు అనేవి
అంటే
ధర్మశాస్త్రాలు ఉన్నాయి.
యాక్చువల్ గా ఓల్డ్ అనుకోండి.
Ambedkar.
కానీ
మనం అంటాం కదా మామూలుగా ధర్మశాస్త్ర ఎప్పటి నుంచో ఈయన రాసింది ఇతను ఇవి కీప్ కరెక్ట్. Manu.
Manu. Okay.
So I'm just giving the answers here.
ధర్మశాస్త్రాలు చాలా ఉన్నాయి.
అంటే మను ధర్మశాస్త్రం అని అంటారు.
Manu is well known అంతే.
And but you're right, Andy. I think I'll have to specify more maybe.
అర్థశాస్త్రం.
She'll go to the next set and just these are some quotations that I liked. I thought I'll include them. So even before this, I think before this we have one more quote. Yeah. So now we will go to the next one, the last round. Okay. Kidnapped.
R.L. Stevenson.
Yeah.
Correct. Who was that? Can you identify yourself?
Oh.
Umadhur Gara?
Yeah, అవునండి.
Lovely.
డాక్టర్ గారు కూడా చెప్పారు స్టీవెన్స్.
Okay.
డాక్టర్ గారు కూడా చెప్పారు స్టీవెన్స్.
The picture of Dorian Gray. ఇది మనకి
Oscar Wilde.
రీసెంట్ గా
రివ్యూ జరిగింది.
Jack London.
Jack London. That was also reviewed on our.
Jack London.
Somerset Maugham.
Miss ఇది మన ఆఫ్ అడ్వాంటేజ్.
Somerset.
Right. 13th.
Virginia Woolf.
Yes.
14 passes to India, Kuldeep Nair.
Raj sir.
E.M. Foster.
Yes.
Yeah.
E.M. Foster.
Team Foster, yes. Take as with Fitzgerald ever.
Fitzgerald, yeah.
Yeah. Scald Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald.
Broken
16.
wings,
Broken Wings.
Abdul Kalam.
Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu.
Sarojini Naidu.
okay.
That's right. So these are the answers.
Has anyone read Somerset Maugham?
Not me. Let's see.
I
Okay.
read many.
Long back.
Like
I have a complete collection of Somerset Maugham.
wow. How do you, I mean, what is your opinion of him, sir?
Chala baguntayi.
Like I had one person, I mean, we used to have
Ma
a
film
neighbor.
round chadavandi.
I haven't gone through, like, you know, Moon and Sixpence. He recommended that book, but I have to maybe try it.
Yeah, written number of stories and complete works of
Moon and Sixpence is also a thing.
So wonderful, all of you, for all the participation and the energy that you have put in. I was hearing multiple answers in some of the cases, and of course, silence in few only. So that makes me feel so proud that, you know, I'm a part of this group. And then you all are all equipped, ready for the shoot. Because yeah, Quizmaster's life is so easy. You all know that. So it's not, doesn't take a lot of effort for me to sit here and do this. But having participated, having given your answers, I really, really love the way you all are answering. I think we should have more quizzes like this because it's kind of fun, and then we bond over this kind of learning, which also is required not just for youngsters, but adults of our age.
Huh? నేను ఫస్ట్ క్విజ్ చేశాను గుర్తుందా మీకు?
Yeah, I remember. Offline kada. It was an offline this thing.
ఆఫ్లైన్ క్విజ్.
He has prepared really, really well, and in so much of detailing. I love that efforts that he has put in. And no wonder he is a very well-known and prominent professor in his medical college. He does that work. I mean, that is how some people are. I think that way, Umadar Garu, Ravi Garu, we are all having some people who have that meticulous look at things and how.
That's how we recall our memories.
Yeah, but
This is
that
a good
itself,
mental exercise.
yeah, that's right. But then the kind of fun that we have around is what is something that I love to have, because, you know, these things get captured and they stay with us for a long time. They say that, you know, when you're emoting over something, you bond better rather than the cognitive part of how we go with it. The emotion part, the emotive side of us, those things create better bonding.
Radhika, when you are sitting next time, you sit in front of a bookshelf. So you are having on the right side. All can what books you are having.
Oh, there you go. I do have. Okay, I'll do that so that it's more visible.
I tend to, whenever I look at a video like this, I tend to identify what books I'm having. I tend to read all the
I have to make sure that I'll put the books that I've read more towards this side so that somebody says, do you have that book? Yes, I know about that book. I can just start talking like that instead of just saying I have it.
Yeah.
I mean, time just flew today. Yeah.
Inheritance of Loss. Wow.
This is my present book.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Inheritance of Loss.
Inheritance of Loss.
Inheritance of Loss.
Kiran Desai. Okay. So lovely having all of you today. I'm again sticking to the time, 8:10. Wonderful reviews from Sandhya and Ravi Garu today. We did miss Sriram Gari review, but we all wish him good health and we wish him that he recovers and comes back again with all the energy he has. And thank you all so much for participating. And Kathleen, being the first time, having come here the first time, we wish that you keep coming over and share your reviews in future. Thank you so much, one and all. On this note, bye everyone. Good day and good night.
Bye-bye.
As it goes.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.